but we'll see. We are going in. It's about to get crunk in here. I make videos about sex education.
Oh, that's
And I
great.
talk about feminist stuff.
Well, my mom's here. She should talk about the sex education she gave me as a kid. And my
So
mom
much
is
in common.
Angelino, for crying out loud.
Oh my
You have a
goodness.
lot of connections with my mother.
Oh my god.
Sex education?
I gotta hit up your mom after this.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you about the sex education stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, because I was reading about the
I want
bill
you to know my
that
chief of staff is having a heart attack over there. It's like, you're going to talk to the senator about sex education.
Is that
Let's go there.
I mostly just wanted to say thanks. You actually, kudos to Bill,
Yes.
which is really cool. I was reading that it has a 3% chance
Yeah.
of actually passing.
Yeah. But you know what? It's a start. When
Yeah.
the civil rights legislation was first put forward, it didn't have a shot. Didn't have a
Yeah.
shot in hell. But movements grew.
Yeah.
We're a nation right now where we're denying science. We're denying access to facts and education.
Yes.
And that is ridiculous. In fact, it causes problems.
Yes.
Cost tax. This is the fiscally...
expensive.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The fiscally responsible thing to do is to educate people, give people the tools they need to be safe and healthy,
Yeah.
as opposed to paying what we pay in medical expenses on the back end because people are being denied education and living, making decisions out of ignorance.
Yes. Yes, all the yes. Just got word that maybe we'll see interview Senator Gillibrand really quick. I'm going to talk to her about paid family leave and equal pay for women, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay, I have a little bit of maybe a tricky question for you. I get asked all the time by people who think that, equal pay, we already have it. It's not fake, and so if you just test it. If you're a female and there's a male doing the exact same job, ask him how much she makes and see how much she does. And unfortunately for most women in America, they make 77 cents on every dollar for the exact same work. And if you're an African American woman or a Latina, you're getting paid even less.
Bullshit? 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 I've done the actual asking around, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm a guy. So it's actually kind of interesting that, what I do is really a female,
I guess.
which is cashiering, basically, at a grocery store. And I've asked around, and guess what? Women are getting paid more than me. Not just a little bit more. I mean, some of these women are actually getting double my wage, and they're doing the same job on the same level as me. So, how do we explain this? I mean, well, most of them are white, some of them are Hispanic, so I'm not seeing the inequality stuff go. These hairy guys, apparently, man, these hairy apes, these dirty...
The Patriarch.
They are getting paid so much more than me. And again, we're talking about, in some cases, it is literally double, and I've actually talked about it. And that's why companies really don't want employees to discuss wages with each other. I mean, that doesn't really offend me. And it doesn't impact my feelings about working for this company in any way. It's also understandable. First of all, most of these women have worked there longer than me. Most of them. There are some that have worked less time and still get more pay than me. And that's, like 15 cents, 20 cents more than me. But they still have, there's reasons. For some companies that are really desperate for help, they need to haggle wages. Now, since these people that are getting paid more than me who have worked at this particular company less than I have, less time than I have, they actually have less seniority than I do, but they are getting paid more than me because they have more experience. They have supervisory experience, they have, manager experience and stuff like that, and they have, college degrees and so on and so forth. So being overqualified for the job allows them to haggle their price a little bit more, And while I could have claimed stuff like that, I really don't have that sort of experience. I mean, I could just step up and basically, move to a higher position and get paid more, and, I'd essentially leapfrog some of the people that I work with, while, many of the other people that have much more seniority than me and are also still women would still be getting paid, like $3 more per hour than me, probably even more than that, really. I mean, it's stupid that people still believe this gender pay gap, the wage pay gap thing, when in reality, it simply does not exist. There are people that are not that much older than me, that are getting paid significantly more than me doing the exact same job. They are not supervisors, they are not managers, and they are still getting paid more than me, and they are women. You know how many men are getting paid more than me at my job? I mean, we are living in some sort of weird state now. Like, this is the Twilight Zone, where equality just doesn't matter, really. People aren't looking for equality. They're not looking for equality. They are looking for inequality that favors women, which, is inequality. So I don't really understand. I mean, it literally doesn't make any sense.